Hello, 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 and welcome to episode 323 of Prog Review. And if you haven't had the time to read the title or description, I'm talking about Van de Graaf Generator and Merlin Atmos. What a funny title! Yeah, this is the limited edition version. It's a live album. This is taken from their 2013 tour, I believe, and sees them playing as a three-piece. They've been playing as a three-piece for a while now. When I saw them back in 2011, March, at the Barbican, they were playing just the three of them. David Jackson's moved on, and yeah, it's a very different kind of dynamic to the band. We'll talk about the first disc, shall we? Should we concentrate on that? Because this is because it's a limited edition. You get a second, get a second bonus disc of live stuff. Yeah, it opens with the track "Flight," which is from Hamill's Black Box album from 1980. Does that sound right? I've got it on vinyl somewhere. Yeah, again, I'm not a great fan of that song. I mean, it always tended to meander along, on the album. Yes, it's all right. It goes on a bit. Kind of puts you off of wanting to book a package holiday. You take the bus everywhere instead. And we see it here, resurrected for a three-piece. And again, the issue I have, and I even see them live, is without David Jackson and with Hamill's guitar playing and keyboard playing, kind of making up for that missing space. You do lose some of the impact, and Flight. Yeah, it's interesting to hear it after all those time. It's good for nostalgia's sake. And then there's goes into. I'm going to pull up I like to see how long the songs are. Then we have Lifetime, which is again it's got a really interesting kind of mix of kind of modern and like recent modern. Yeah, modern. Yeah, we can say modern. Yeah, modern stuff and old stuff. Don't worry, that was just the battery running out. Yeah, it's seamless. You didn't even notice the join. Where was I? Yeah, it's an interesting kind of concert because you've got kind of old stuff, and you've got a mix of old and new. You've got Lifetime and all that before from Trisector from 2008. Again, that was their first album without Jackson. And Bun Show, which was from, oh God, something to do with numbers. Oh, what's it called? Numbers. I'm going to pull it up on the screen because I've forgotten. I've had a brain fart. A Grounding in Numbers. I was thinking of Peter Greenaway for some Drowning in Numbers. I think of Peter Greenaway. There you go. Yeah, Bun Show from that. Then we have like a Plague of Lighthouse Keepers, which is quite interesting to hear stripped down. Again, it loses a little bit of its impact without those bloody saxophones, but it's still here. You still get it in its full 25-minute glory. So, and it winds up with Gog from Hamill's solo catalogue. So yeah, it's quite a weird, I think it's quite a weird thing because you've got some from Hamill's solo career, some from now, some from then, and it's just a very strange disc. That's like if you've got the single disc version of it. Again, this band, I hate to say it, but Peter Hamill's not the greatest guitarist in the world, and I do think they should maybe get someone in, or get somebody. I don't know. I don't really think it works without David Jackson. I really don't think these arrangements work that well. They're still powerful, and I'd still pay to hear Hamill's pipes. I will, still, I'd still do that, you know, but it's like going to a meal and skipping the dessert. You know, there's something missing. There's an ingredient missing from the whole thing. But that's not to say it isn't worthwhile. It is. It's interesting to hear them perform these songs in a different configuration. But you know, it's just I again, I'm just talking about it from me. I just find it really hard to make the connection. It's just, you know, it's hard, and yeah. So anyway, you get a second disc called Bonus Atmos. We have interference patterns from A Grounding in Numbers, I think. Is that right? Yeah, that sounds right. Over the Hill from Trisector. The wonderful Your Time Starts Now. I really do like that one. And then that disc kind of goes back to the past with some old stuff. Again, a very loose version of Scorched Earth, but well worth it for Hamill's lungs. Merglis 3, the Songwriters Guild. I've never been a big fan of that one. The Delightful Man Erg, for those of you who love your nightmares gothic. And again, another stripped down version of Childlike Faith in Childhood's End. I remember them doing that one on the 2011 tour. Yeah, I mean, I think you do need to get the. I do think you need the. I mean, I don't understand why they released it as a single version and a double. I mean, they should have just released it as a double disc edition, and you know, got the track listing. Because I don't think this is the track listing of the show. I'm sure the shows were sequenced better than this. So it's a bit of a lopsided son of a gun. It just feels a bit. It just feels weird. But you know me and live albums. I have a strange relationship with them. And again, they don't really put out that many official live albums, do they? Back in the day. But yeah, certainly one to get if you haven't got Trisector and A Grounding in Numbers. Certainly worth picking up to hear some of the tracks from that, and worth hearing. I mean, I'm talking about the limited edition version now. Worth hearing Scorched Earth and Plague of Lighthouse Keepers. But apart from that, I don't know. I find it very strange, a very strange record to get behind. But who knows? Maybe one day David Jackson will come back. I just have such fond memories of the reunion concert at the Royal Festival Hall, and being there, and just being pounded in the chest by the power of them. And when I saw them at the Barbican, it just lacked that visceral oomph, you know. Oh, I hate it. I hate being critical. I hate it because I do love them so. But hey, can't all stay the same. Things have to change. That's progress for you. What? You've had your dinner now. So why are you giving me that funny look for, Alex? Oh, he's leaning against Live at the Orpheum. The vinyl. It's got a dog dribble on it now. Dog dribble. It doesn't make it sound any better. Oops. But yeah, so try and get the double disc edition rather than the single disc version, which is what would I say? Which is all cock and no balls, I would imagine. Yeah. You need double disc. There is a vinyl version of this as well, but I think again that just replicates the single edition, and I don't know why you do that. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. In terms of a rating, I'm going to give this a very steady 3 bunchos out of 5. That's 3 bunchos out of 5. Because again, I don't think the track listings. It just feels weird, and and it does lack some of the power, but I would listen to Hamill singing the phone book. I would pay to hear that, because that's the kind of guy I am. We're done. Only one more thing to say, and that is don't forget the old Twit face and the social medias and that, and the Patreons and all the other external things that you need to be aware of. We've done that. And Prog on